Everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning with El Sancho. We have a lot of news to get to. Hello, no name, no name. I see you backstage. I just want to do a quick little intro. Peanut, if you can come up real quick for my first news story, it's very pertinent to you, I believe, and I want to have a discussion about it. So if Peanut 411, my new buddy, can hop on up on panel only for a few minutes. I don't want to hold you for too long, but it's a really interesting subject. Let me fix something real quick while we did I set that up? All right, that's set up. All right, so let me get to the first subject. So this is a new show. We go over the top news of the week, top news of the day. First discussion, which is why I wanted Peanut to come up. She's from New Jersey. Indoor dining to resume in New Jersey this week. And that is kind of the big first subject. Hold on. Hi, No Name. Have you ever watched the news, No Name? You're on mute, No Name. That's the first biggest mistake on the news. You're on mute. Unmute.
I stay on mute and make sure I'm not muddying your channel. I'm sorry.
Have you watched the news before?
Oh, ages ago, before I canceled cable 15 years ago.
So is it possible for you to become a news anchor for a little bit with me?
Oh, I can be a news anchor, but I
Easy with.
pretend to be a talking head
All
and
right.
spout nonsense.
How do we put that talking head on?
Wait, oh, wait, no, I got a thing. Maybe I gotta wash it. Let me go get it.
What? Peanut. All right. All right. So let me go over the first news story. Indoor dining to resume in New Jersey this week, the governor says. Local restaurant is seen empty due to the outbreak of coronavirus. New Jersey restaurants may open their indoor dining areas to patrons later this week for the first time since the state shut down most of its commerce when the coronavirus pandemic erupted in March. Mr. Phil Murphy said on Monday the number of diners must be limited to 25% of the restaurant's capacity. So there are rules with it, which is good because my biggest fear is I'm doing a big rollout and then trial by error again, and having more outbreaks of this going on. So it's 25% of the restaurant's capacity, and tables must be spaced in accordance with social distancing rules when the when the indoor dining resumes. So that part is, you can never be too safe with something like coronavirus, in my opinion. Um, and I think safety's first, and erring on the side of caution is always the best way to go. The issue I have is when's enough enough. When's enough enough is my biggest question. Um, that's the concern that I have. You know, businesses are closing, businesses are losing money, and the question that I have is how long is this going to go on for? How long? As we keep going, reopening responsibility will help us restore one of the state's key industries while continuing to make progress against COVID-19, Murphy wrote on Twitter. New Jersey, the country's most densely populated state, was amongst the hardest hit in months when the coronavirus first spread to the United States. It still has the second most COVID-19 deaths of any state with nearly 16,000 people. We know how those stats can be muddy. We know how those are questionable. COVID-related deaths, questionable, is always there. Oh, Peanut, don't toy with me. Either come up or come up. It's the second most with the COVID deaths of any state, but the state has a much better control of the pandemic in the past several weeks with a transmission rate that has largely been below 1%. So, across the rest of the country, total coronavirus cases topped 6 million on Sunday, as many states in the Midwest reporting increasing infections, according to Reuters tally. Although the national new cases, death, hospitalizations, and positivity rates of tests have been declining, new hotspots have emerged in the Midwest. Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota recently reported record one-day increases in new cases, while Montana and Idaho are seeing record numbers of current hospital. What are you doing? I'm not watching the screen, no name. I'm reading the article. Have you been waving an anonymous mask that I just saw on the YouTube on the YouTube replay? Okay. Are you wearing the mask?
Well, I could, but
I see you, Peanut. Hello, Peanut.
Well, good morning, El Sancho. I tried to post bail for you, but it didn't work.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you got bailed out. That's all that matters. One of us got bailed out. So.
Well, Emo took care of that by giving me a wrench.
I saw that, and I like that, but I gave up on that channel.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Too much. Twice. You only saw the second time with the game show. There was a first time for like 45 minutes. I went up there and gave him like a lot of great advice, which a lot of people have done. And
I saw that.
He booted me out of the blue and lied about it for 20 minutes. Then he admitted it, and it's like, you're a bad person. I don't want nothing to do with bad people. That's what it comes down to.
every one of you need to understand that that's his stage persona.
Right.
So
He's an actor. He
yeah.
loves an audience. It was funny when No Name was up there because I don't know if you noticed, Peanut, but when No Name was getting all the attention, you could hear him in the background fuming like fuck because Emo wants all the attention. If Emo's not getting all the attention, Emo's got a problem with that.
I didn't see that.
What happened to you, by the way, on that panel? Were you kicked off or did you leave on your own, Miss No Name?
Oh, I think I might have got blocked.
You got blocked from Emo's panel?
Maybe, I'm not sure, because I'm a supporter of the other side, the ones that listen to people.
No, you were getting all the attention and he got sick of it and he banned you. That's what happened. If it's not all about him, then that person's getting booted. Like if you go on there and you do like what I did and what Shiva did and what many others have done in the past, like Kate, and do like a 45-minute session to help these people, and then the whole chat's praising you.
Yeah, they hate me because I only give peace and love.
Right.
I don't give hate to anybody. I only do peace and love.
Right, exactly. So back to the corona case. Apparently the Midwest, Peanut, Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, and the Minnesota recently reported a record one-day increase. Talk about New Jersey. I believe you're in that area or near that area, like correct? I don't want to dox you, but it's a big.
Wait, no, I live.
No, not you. If you're going to answer every question that I ask, we're going to have a little bit of a news issue. I have advertisers to deal with, and I have sponsors, and I have Anderson Cooper and Wolf Blitzer in the chat right now. No Name. I was talking to Peanut. We're discussing New Jersey, and no, it's okay. You're still number one to me. You are still my boo-boo. It's okay, No Name. All right? Now, Peanut, why am I looking at an ad with a guy with his shirt off with an Alexa ad? I just realized that. Peanut, you need to keep an eye on the screen for me because I need someone to watch my six. Peanut, New Jersey.
Hey, El Sancho.
What?
Can I have a wrench?
I'll think about it.
Hey,
we're at first base. You and I are at first base right now.
First base.
We're at first base. We got to take it slow.
I
know, but you got to build it.
I forgot. What's first base? Is that you touched your boobs?
No. This is a news show. You can't say that.
Sex education with No Name. I love it.
Right. Well, I do want to do a pillow talk show with Jessica and No Name. Jessica H is in the chat. Jessica and her friend were on here last week during my first afternoon stream and educated a lot of people on that other side. And I think No Name would be an excellent addition on that team to have the three of them. I think there's a lot of men and women out there who have advice, who need guidance. They have a penis, they have a vagina, and they want to know what to do with it. And I think having a show like Pillow Talk it's kind of like Ladies Night, which we're still doing. But Pillow Talk is more of like a Dr. Drew sex education show.
On my second glass of wine, that could be fun.
Think I pee out of my clit?
Okay.
I still have to keep it.
Hold on, I got to go get.
Don't, Peanut, stay. Do not leave me. Peanut, do not leave me.
No,
I got to put a pair of Depends on.
Peanut, we're on the same team now, Peanut. Do not leave me. Can we talk?
Same team. I'm on her team.
We're all on the same team right now. Just nobody pees out of their clit right now on live news show, okay?
Oh, no. They're just confused about biology. Most guys don't even understand that.
Right. I know we're talking about squirting and all that, which we discussed.
No, I'm talking about biology, actual scientific stuff.
Okay. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that if you are. Can we get back to Peanut? And I've seen her do a lot of audits in New Jersey. So I wanted to kind of ask her what she thinks about indoor dining resuming this week in New Jersey. And are you afraid of it?
Well, I don't actually live in New Jersey.
Okay.
I'm originally from New Jersey,
Okay.
but I don't live here, and it doesn't matter. I live in South Carolina. I've
Oh.
been I've been doxxed, so it doesn't matter. Everybody knows.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
So, um, but yeah, I go up and down the coast a lot.
So, what does this Jersey girl think about New Jersey reopening dining this week? What would they say? 20%? I mean, are we a little cautious with the 25% of the restaurant capacity
Well,
rule, or do you think it's kind of like either do it all or not do it at all? I mean,
do it all.
do it
Do it
all,
all.
really?
You know,
Oh,
I have a friend that has had a bar restaurant business. Oh, geez, for nearly 30 years. And I went to visit him, and it's called Ellery's Pub and Grill in Middlesex, New Jersey. If you're in the area, go and visit them.
please.
Don't mind me, I got a really bad cold that I'm getting over, and I'll be probably cough a lot.
That's okay.
Um,
Oh no, we're gonna catch the COVID from you.
Oh, you don't think she has the COVID, no name, do you?
no, I had
No,
COVID in
I'm
February.
kidding.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I
I'm
had
a
COVID in
30-year
February.
smoker here. Every time I cough, they run away from me scared.
Okay. So let's get back to Peanut's opinion on the whole like New Jersey thing. My thing is, with COVID still being, we don't have a grasp over this. Let's not pretend like we do.
The numbers are inflated. All the other states are open. Their restaurants are open. Murphy is doing this to keep a hold on the residents of New Jersey, and he wants those federal tax dollars because New Jersey is so in debt that he's got to get money from somewhere, and he's going to get it from the federal government. That's what he wants.
Okay.
So, yeah, and people, even the people that voted for him, are tired of him. That he's tyrannical. He was just seen in a restaurant with people indoor dining last weekend. So,
Have any of you ladies been out to eat since COVID?
absolutely.
Really?
Yep.
No fear. I mean, obviously you wear a mask and stuff, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Now, did they kind of like get your information beforehand? Because I know in the state that I'm near, they have a situation that's caused an uproar where you essentially, like, if you go to like a barbershop or something, you have to register with them and pretty much give an ID just in case there's an outbreak. They can reach you.
That's contact tracing. And when I go to the store and if I buy like a bottle of wine, they'll ask for my ID at one of the stores in South Carolina, and they want to scan my driver's license. I was like, no, you look at my license. You're not scanning it. You're not putting it into your system. And a lot of people, I can't believe that when they do, that they're willing to allow a strange cashier to actually scan their driver's license. So that kind of floors me.
And how was your first dining experience? Was it just like it was before, like riding a bike, or was it a little weird, or like how was your first experience with? Because I haven't went out dining yet. I do the, just call me stupid, but I do the takeout. We have a thing where we can order food from big restaurants and have it like delivered to the house, and that's still a risk of doing that. But I think it's amplified when you go out and do dining in public. Were you just another dining experience, or were you a little nervous, or what? Kind of like walk me through the mindset.
No, I wasn't nervous at all because I had already had COVID.
Confirmed you had COVID?
Yeah, I actually quarantined for 2 weeks. I was sick for 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Locked up?
So, and I was the first reported COVID case in North Myrtle Beach.
Really?
Yeah, I got it. I flew in February. I flew from Dallas, Fort Worth to Charlotte, and 4 days later, I was sick as a dog that I couldn't even move. I couldn't even stand up. The muscle pain was so bad.
I've talked to people who've had COVID. I'm friendly with a nurse who they made her hospital triage for COVID, and she got it. And I get a little mad with people saying that it's not real and it's not real, because I've spoken to this girl and the hell she went through, and everything's a workout. Everything feels like you had a 4-hour gym session just walking to
Yeah.
the fridge.
I was drinking coffee 24 hours a day just to stay up for a couple hours. The fatigue was unreal. But, with that said, the numbers are inflated. They are inflated. So, I mean, it's been exaggerated.
Inflation, and so let's kind of go to the next topic, which is Corona. That was one of my next.
Let me tell you about my first dining
Please
experience.
do.
It was at a tiki bar. And boy, did that drink taste good.
Were you nervous? I mean, especially since you've already had it. It's not like chicken pox where you can't get it again. I mean, you can re-get COVID. No, I mean, there's some instances where people have gotten it twice. I've heard. I know the immunization's up there when it's built up in your system.
I'm not. I refuse to live in fear.
Right.
So if I'm gonna be fearful, then why bother going out?
Right.
If you're fearful of getting ill, stay home.
Right.
You know what? I actually was sick before the quarantine.
Right.
So I was sick for a few weeks, and then it went to the quarantine, and I had enough. I was in my place for too long, and I was ready to get out.
What do you think got you sick? Like, can you kind of trace back to the moment where you think you got it, or is that?
Oh, I know. I got it when I flew from Dallas Fort Worth to Charlotte when I was traveling.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, because exactly 4 days after landing in Charlotte, I went to stand up, and the pain and the muscle pain was unbelievable. So,
are you more immune to it now since you've had it?
Yes.
So you feel a little safer because you've had it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little different.
But I'm not. You know what? I can't live my life in fear. So, I mean, but that's just me. So I don't wear a mask when I go out. I had, yeah, they're overreacting with the masks, because you're still going to get sick. Because you know what? I went into Walmart, and I won't say which one it was, and one of the workers that was stocking actually pulled down the mask to sneeze in her sleeve.
I think the education of the mask is sorely lacking in this country.
If you read the box, the mask specifically tells you it does not protect you from viruses.
I mean, I've seen a fucktard on a panel smoke a cigarette while wearing a mask.
Yeah.
The education of, I mean, it's like giving someone a dildo and they don't know what it is. It's like handing a caveman a dildo. That's how a lot of people are acting with these masks. And it's like, what the fuck? The internet is at your disposal. Research it. Research why you're wearing it and all that stuff. And it's just research it. So Russia apparently is working on a vaccine. Coincidentally, Russia. Donald Trump is kind of waiting and seeing how the vaccine works in Russia. It's kind of a guinea pig basis over there. I stay away from the politics side on my end, but I think it's interesting that Russia, of all places.
Well, here's real data from the CDC. The rate of infection is 0.04 CFR. So there you go. And the CDC just put out a report, which I haven't looked at yet, just a few days ago. And the numbers of deaths are low. You know where the deaths are coming from? It's coming from people like Governor Murphy and Mayor de Blasio and Governor Cuomo, where they stuck ill people in the nursing homes. New Jersey had 6,000 senior citizens die in nursing homes because of what he did. And there's now the Department of Justice, the governor is now under investigation for it.
I had an issue with the governor of Florida a few months ago. He was the lowest rate of COVID at the time. And he did a press conference celebrating like a fucking idiot. and now they're up there with one of the highest states with COVID-19.
Yeah, but if you look at what's been going around, if you really read the news and you look at the studies and the stats and everything, there are mistakes being made.
Right,
by
with
the
death
thousands.
certificates. Yeah, death certificates, etc.
Yeah, and it's
Uh,
not. And what the other thing that
Yeah,
folks don't
like the
realize.
motorcycle guy that died from the motorcycle. But yeah, oh, he's
hold
COVID.
on, what is going on with her camera, Peanut?
Oh no, I made it not go because I wanted to smoke my thing and I don't want to show.
All right, well here's the deal. I'm watching one screen, Peanut. So if you can keep an eye on that screen, no name screen, to make sure that there's no nipple, there's no vagina, there's no legs, there's nothing that could.
Oh, I am very careful.
I know you are, and we just met, but I'm beginning to trust you, no name. But give it like we're at first base, you and me, no name. Okay.
I think the folks in the chat have a sharper eye than I do. So if they see her doing something wrong, put
Yeah,
it
but
in the
they're
chat.
on a delay, and I can't see this window. I'm watching the YouTube chat, so I see things a couple seconds after. Because
Okay,
when I
gotcha.
do my news shows, I have a separate share screen, and that's the screen I'm reading like 6 paragraphs from. So there's no way that I could.
Hi, I just tipped my camera so I can smoke a bowl. Don't worry.
Right. So according to this, India has reported 78,512 new novel coronavirus infections on Monday, slightly fewer than its record set the previous day, when it posted the biggest single tally of infections of any country in the pandemic. On Sunday, India's total of 78,761 new cases exceeded the previous record of 77,299 in the United States on July 16th, a Reuters tally of data showed.
Roy, yeah, I don't believe those numbers. Not for 1 second. So.
I don't believe him either.
According to this, U.S. cases of the novel coronavirus surpassed 6 million on Sunday, which was yesterday.
Yeah,
but
did it come from Johns Hopkins?
You want me to pull that link up?
Well, I can't see it. So,
John Hopkins, you want me to pull up?
I'd like you to pull the testing for the coronavirus test. I think they are less than 50% accurate. We might as well flip a coin and decide if you had corona.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull up John Hopkins right now. Is that cool? And oh wow, this is
about this, but I got a black belt in statistics, which taught me I should not birth in the hospital. I did my third baby in the hospital, out of the hospital, in a hot tub with 6 midwives knitting.
Is this what we're looking at now, Peanut?
Hold on, let me see.
This is the John Hopkins University. Global cases. The middle hasn't loaded up yet. Oh, it's loading soon. But deaths recovered.
Yeah. If you go, I mean, they were part of the October 18th Event 201, which was John Hopkins, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and I forget who else was a part of that. So everything that we're seeing, all of these charts, everything is their business. So I would prefer to listen to folks who are independent, like maybe folks from the Mayo Clinic, the researchers there. They've got great researchers there.
How do you think Mayo Clinic is independent?
They're not that independent, but they're more reliable.
I don't think so. I have a black belt in statistics from my engineering. Mayo Clinic bases their stuff on not science. I'm sorry.
Let's go to the U.S. map, Peanut.
Hey, Sancho, will you get the vaccine?
Ooh, I did used to get. I used to get the flu vaccine every year, and I don't know. I mean, is it like a chip into the arm or something? I heard. Is that true?
No.
I've been too busy
Not
doing
that
live
I'm aware
streams.
of.
I've been too busy doing live streams the past week, so I'm a little out of it. That's why I'm doing a new show. I'm
I
trying
had
to catch up.
I had the flu vaccine once,
Okay.
and by that evening, I was sick as a dog. So
You can get the flu from the vaccine. I know
yeah,
that.
yeah. But people will tell you, "Oh no, you can't get." But yes, you can. So
I'm trying to do a poll in the chat, but Streamlabs is on strike right now. Hello, everybody. We have almost 50 people in. This is my earliest stream ever. Hello, Nevea, Fizzy, Tim, Kimmy, Conspiracy, Gregory, Quick. Hello, everybody. No, I've been staying away from the news for a while because I've been living. It's either I'm living here or I'm doing my real life stuff. So turning on the news is kind of. So that's why I like to get like my biggest issue today was like where do I go with the news stories? You know, there's AP, there's Reuters, there's Fox, there's CNN, and like wherever you go, someone's gonna have an issue with it. You know, so
I watch live streams at night, like, from 1 to 4 in the morning.
okay.
They're tearing up shit. And then the next day, I watch the news streams that talk about mostly peaceful.
Right. So this is what we're looking at, Peanuts. So we're looking at the top counties deaths. Queens, 5,987. Los Angeles, 5,769. Kings, 5,650. Bronx is on that list. Then we look at the top 50 confirmed cases by county. Los Angeles is leading that by 240,749. You know, and then after that, you know, we got a lot of other places. How much do you believe this stats and everything?
you know what,
Oh,
I
Eric,
don't believe that because I believe that I believe all of this, the COVID started in December because I had friends who were really sick right after Thanksgiving, in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
A lot of friends that were sick, and those same friends did not get sick after that. Actually, been healthy up to this point.
I don't think I'll get the vaccine to answer your question, but I will definitely tell you that I'm fearful of it. I'll give you a prime example. There's a convenience store like down the street from me that had a confirmed case. And a part of me was like petrified going back there. Another example, I get some coffee in the morning, you know, like a bagel or something. Right next door to that, the bakery is a nursing home that was like the biggest outbreak locally for COVID. It's a nursing home, like you said earlier. I was fucking petrified to go to that coffee place for like 3 weeks because I was afraid of getting COVID. You know, it's a fear. Like, but then I realized with this convenience store, especially, is they got shut down and cleaned, and they're the cleanest place right now as far as bacteria and germs. So going back there wasn't as hard. You know what I'm saying? Because so they had a confirmed case, but they like legally they have to like shut it down and sanitize and do all the cleaning for it to be cleaner. So I felt a little safe.
sanitizer is worse for you.
What is?
The sanitizer. Do you see all the recalls for what is it? Methanol instead of alcohol in the hand sanitizers? A whole huge batch of hand sanitizers are being recalled. Almost all of them from Mexico. The hand sanitizers are actually poison and recalled.
She's correct. The FDA recalled quite a few of them because there was a case, and I can't remember which state it was, where a child kept using it and it literally burned the child's hands. So, I mean, you could go to the FDA website and you can find through their adverse event reporting system, you can actually find the cases that are reported.
So let's get a little poll going on the chat. Have you went out to eat since COVID? I have not. I am. I'm on the hesitant side to take the risk. It's kind of like if you don't want. It's kind of like if you don't want crabs, don't mess with a hooker. Um, I'm a little on the hesitant side. So you went out to eat?
Yes, I went and sat in a brand new business right next to something that got burned down, and I ate alone in a restaurant. while my car was being repaired.
Were you a little worried going out in public? Like, did you feel exposed a little bit?
At all, you fucker. I remember I'm the one that said my third baby, I should not be in the hospital. They are more dangerous than birthing alone in the woods. But oh, I did hire midwives to keep my husband happy. You know, they're clacking knitting needles,
Hey,
make it
Sancho,
feel
private chat, mate, please.
I'm reading it now. Is there someone in the chat trying to be you? Is that what you just said?
Again, yeah, someone's been doing this to everyone. The last part where it says,
Are you able to post in chat right now, Bruce?
yeah,
All right.
the last verse, the person that said the last one where it says, where I said, where is it? It says, don't they have a strain of the virus in the flu shot? That last one is not what I put up.
Fizzy, there is a pneumonia shot, and the pneumonia
I put up
shot
the one
is the
before it.
elderly. So Navaya is correct. There is a pneumonia shot.
Okay, I'm going to put up a number 8.
Bruce, can you hear Peanut?
Yeah, crackling a bit, yeah.
Okay, because she's crackling, but she was just talking.
Hold
Are
on.
you there, Peanut?
Let me move.
All right, let me knock everybody down and reshift everybody, okay? Everybody bear with me. Everybody bear with me. Everybody bear with me. How about now, Peanut?
Oh, that's better.
That's much better.
Oh,
yeah,
better.
yeah, StreamYard can do it too. It's coming back a little bit, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't they have now? Is this you? Like, don't they have a strain for the virus for the flu shot? That's not you saying that?
Not that last one. I just put up a number 8. That was me last to put up number 8. The one before that where it says screenshot? No. Because I put up the one before it.
Is that a soccer count?
I think so.
All right, well.
I put up the one above it. See, 1, 2 above it.
I took care of that problem. Let's talk about COVID.
Cheers, mate.
Actually, like Peanut, is there a way you can hop off and hop back on? I'm going to post a link for you just to fix your phone crackling.
All right, thanks.
I appreciate you. I thought it was my headphones, but sometimes my headphones act up. So big question we asked the chat is, have they went out to eat since COVID? And ordering pizza is a lot like what I did. No, it does not count. RJ has, Brown has, Care has. Hold on. Who else has? Whataburger. Yeah, I'm talking about going out to eat. Like everybody having a dining experience and sitting in the vicinity of somebody else and, going out to eat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I found a new business. I ate there.
I got you, Peanut.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, so far so good.
Yo.
So we have yes from No Name, yes from Peanut, Odin, and Bruce. Have you guys went out to eat since COVID? Dining?
No.
Are you afraid to?
No. Just no need to. Haven't had the money. Been pretty busy. Yeah, normal life.
Financial does play a part in no being an answer. I will publicly say that. Because everyone's been.
And I gave myself a treat.
I've been working right through it. What you talking about, fool?
Do you have any fear of getting COVID at all?
No.
No, why should I?
Nobody's afraid of COVID.
You die.
I mean, everyone's going to die. It's all about how we die and how soon we die. That's the issue.
Oh, yeah, and they try to make me so afraid of having a baby. Oh, I'm like a ticking time bomb.
Because you had a baby?
Oh, yeah, you betcha. Hey, I was 38 years old. The doctors were scared silly about that. It was my third baby, though.
Oh, baby. That's interesting.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
Oh, baby. That's interesting.
Oh, well, you're right.
Hey, no name.
You've already done it 3 times naturally.
No name. Can you describe childbirth to us?
We don't need to do that. We can look at this. Been 305 cases of COVID. We're on live TV over. Don't fuck this up.
The Johnny Cash song. The Johnny Cash song. Burning
Look at that. Look at that ratio.
earlier.
Look at that. New cases spread 14 days. Guys, this is only going up, up, up. Look at the hot spots.
Yeah, India,
California, Texas, Florida, Illinois, Louisiana.
That is flawed. When you have a 50% false
Look
positive,
at this.
you might as well.
Look at this.
The
France.
election
Where's
is
Australia?
coming. Hey guys, the election is coming. We're going to go through another lockdown, so just be prepared. All right, Massachusetts has already passed mandatory vaccination for children. New Jersey just did it. They're waiting for a vote on it, and Virginia's done it.
And take me to jail before I'll shove another needle in my kid. I've seen the damage.
They're starting with senior citizens and children first. And the vaccine has not been tested in children. So your children, when they get that vaccine, will be the guinea pigs.
Yep.
And if you think I'm wrong, go to the clinicaltrials.gov and you will find absolutely all the drug companies, whenever there's a clinical trial, they have to list their trial on clinicaltrials.gov. You will
And
not
if
find
you do
any
the P-test
pediatric
on it, it
vaccine
smells
trials
like
for COVID.
this.
The elderly first and then the kids.
Yes. The most vulnerable ones.
Yep. Ones you love the most.
Yes, exactly. And the reason why they do it with the kids is because they put parents in fear. Because parents want to do the best for their children. And as a parent, you want to do the best.
And yeah,
So you're going to
that's right. And the elderly will say yes to anything sometimes, won't they?
Yes.
But I was holding my baby in my arms as she was keening, and I called the pediatrician and asked, why is my child keening because of the vaccination? And they're like, oh, that's normal. And I'm like, well, will you report it to the VARS database? Oh, no, that's not related. There is a 95% underreporting rate for the VARS database. That is the vaccine reporting thing, where if parents call in with any sort of symptom, the doctor is supposed to type it into the database, but no, they use their it's not related filter, so there's a 95% underreporting rate on that.
Yeah. Bye, Odin. You freaking pervert. Once you realize how smart No Name was and how much verbal vitamin she has, you ran away, you pervert. Sorry.
Real quick, Taryn, I just saw your message.
Fucking
Thank
freak.
you.
Fucking freak.
Thank you,
All right.
Taryn.
Thank you to Taryn.
Freak, it's okay.
No, Odin's a freak. Whenever you see him, watch
I
out.
didn't realise he was on then.
Odin, he was in private chat doing some freaky damage. I'm gonna leave it at that. Asking her to
I told you
show her shirt. He was on Jeff is here. He was on Jeff is here asking you to show your leg. He's your biggest fan.
Unreal.
Do you have a stalker with your nighttime profession? Because I think you have one with your daytime profession too now.
Oh wait, no, I don't fucking
All right. Well, I mean, I'm not saying get a restraining order on the guy.
Oh, that's my day.
plans. Anybody that's in there my basement ain't no thing for me. These were actual workers coming after me.
I had to mute you, Peanut, because it's cracking still. So if you want to, maybe go to 4G to Wi-Fi. That might fix it. And then unmute yourself. I'm sorry for muting you. I hate muting
Yeah,
people.
sorry, because it's really flappery noise.
I hate muting people. I hate banning. I hate muting people. I really do. It's disrespectful.
Every day. Don't
All right,
worry.
listen. So this is the guy. His name's Odin. All right, look up, boo boo. This is the face. This is the screen name, and then avoid this at all costs.
Well, he said bad things at me earlier.
Yeah, avoid him. Avoid him like coronavirus or chlamydia. You choose. You choose whichever one you take serious.
Chlamydia is more serious.
Then
But
treat him like chlamydia.
the backs for chlamydia either, because that is ineffective and it is not.
Right. You need to treat him like chlamydia then, okay?
No, I told him he fucks steers.
Every time you see, listen, every time you see like chlamydia, you run the other way. Every time you see this dude, run the other way.
Yeah, I gotta worry about me, honey.
Oh, I'm getting a little protective of people I like. I'm sorry.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
you'll
much.
get used to no names. She'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Good. I'm just saying, there's some stranger
No, you've done
danger.
right,
Bruce, true or false? Some stranger
You've done
danger.
right.
Some stranger danger exists on these
Yeah.
panels, and Odin's definitely one of them. So there was a big shooting last night in Portland, and I kind of want to get over and change subjects.
Yeah, they
Okay,
said
mate.
one of them.
All right, so let's kind of play this video if everyone wants to chill out, and let's see what happened last night.
I gotta shut off my camera so I can.
We're looking at. I have to do commentary, so I don't get a copyright strike, Bruce. So we're looking at two very opposing opinions and groups coming together in one place in a city that has been a hotbed for this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. It definitely is not the best combination. And last night was just another example of that. It is. Let's keep going.
I stand here with the police chief and the district attorney to again denounce the violence. The tragedy of last night cannot be repeated. All of us must take a stance against violence. And it doesn't matter who you are or what your politics are. We have to all
Anna,
Okay.
let's kind of get everyone's thoughts on that. Serious subject here, no name.
Mhm.
A life was lost last night.
They gunned down somebody because they said he was a Trump supporter.
Mhm.
I am worried. I'm a Trump supporter. They're going to gun me down. Look at me. How deadly am I? I got fingernails. You would not believe how many sharp objects I have within reach right now.
Mhm.
But I keep chastising my son that he should lock the door when he goes out, right?
Right.
Tell him he doesn't worry about my safety or my sanity if he walks out and leaves the door open and he's not coming back right away, I mean, if you're doing the trash cans, that's one thing. But when you're going to visit your friends and you're not coming out back for hours, fucking lock the door, and he's got the key. Now, I hope you know I call him Sunny Boy because he shines like the sun.
Okay.
Okay.
Bruce? Bruce?
Hey.
No,
Yeah, mate. With that sort of thing, yeah, I've been actually looking into that myself. I'll probably put a video up of the scenes and everything. Yeah, it's a hard hitter, that's for sure, of what's going on around the world and why the police can do what they can, and not use a taser, use a taser instead of a gun first. It's killing not just one person; it's killing the whole family when that happens.
Well, my heart goes out when I hear that there were groups last night celebrating this person's death, celebrating what they did, celebrating murdering someone in cold blood.
and then my heart is broken when when the mainstream media makes it justified after I saw it live streamed last night, and it's a totally different narrative.
Okay, so let's kind of go to the press conference with the Portland mayor now and kind of see what do you say when something like this happens?
I stand here with the police chief and the district attorney to again denounce
That'll be quiet.
the tragedy of last night cannot be repeated. All of us must take a stance against violence. And it doesn't matter who you are or what your politics are. We have to all stop the violence. For those of you saying on Twitter this morning that you plan to come to Portland to seek retribution, I'm calling on you to stay away. You, of course, have a constitutional right to be here, but we're asking you to stay away and work with us to help us de-escalate this situation. And Portlanders, I'm asking all of us to do our part too. One death is one death too many. Join me in denouncing all violence. Let's pull together in the name of peace and humanity. We don't always have to agree, but we've long done so without violence. That's part of what makes this nation strong. Let's end this long, hard summer and come together and work to support and lift each other, not tear each other apart. I'm going to continue to work with the community on the historic changes that we've already made and have committed to making as we reimagine what public safety and racial justice can look like in our community. And we'll continue to do that work in the weeks and the months ahead. There's so much work to do.
Bruce, can you hear him?
Intentionally.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Okay, you can hear him, but someone said they can't hear him.
You got to turn up though.
No, it's loud as possible.
Yesterday's
No, I've got to do that.
hundreds of cars filled with supporters of the president rallying in Clackamas County and then driving through downtown Portland. They were supported and energized by the president himself. President Trump, for 4 years, we've had to live with you and your racist attacks on Black people.
Whoa.
We learned early about your sexist attitudes towards women.
Whoa.
We've had to endure clips of you mocking a disabled man. We've had to listen to your anti-democratic attacks on journalists.
Holy shit.
We've read your tweets.
He's someone you need.
He's taking this serious, huh?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking to myself, this fella has got a bit of knowledge, and I think, yeah, get rid of Twitter because you're better than Twitter. We're better than Twitter.
Do you think he should be using his platform to be attacking the president like this after a shooting?
Not exactly the same words as he's saying anyway.
Of democracy that have served this nation well since its founding.
He's hopping right into it.
I didn't expect him to be. I mean, this dude's lacing the fuck into him.
That America has seen this level of violence.
I mean, if the political fuckwits can't be united, how can us as a community be united? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
Holy fuck.
He's bringing it all out, isn't he? He's
really, it's like the referees fighting each other. It's like the babysitters fighting each other. Wait a minute.
It's always that, isn't it? Always.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Is anti-democratic as anything.
Oh,
we've done
next we're gonna attack the guy on the Zamboni.
This guy's cutting a fucking WWE promo instead of sending his sympathy out to the person who got killed last night.
You want me to stop the violence.
Yeah, and it's got nothing to
Holy
do with the other.
shit! Do you think this is kosher, guys? Press 1 in the chat if you think this is appropriate. Press 2 in the chat if you think this guy's inappropriate.
Recognizing that we must demand that all people, black, brown, white.
Oh wait, you said Wheeler. He's always in.
1 appropriate, 2 not appropriate.
All people accountable in stopping racism and violence, and we together are peaceful again under new leadership that reflects.
He is politicalizing this.
We the people of this great nation.
Oh wow!
Trump,
He's going to get us into trouble.
You bring no respect.
What do you mean, me and you?
You.
Yeah, the way he's going, he's pointing a finger at all people that are, you know,
Oh wait, now
don't
here.
need you.
Even the translator's pointing the finger. Look at the translator. The translator's pointing the finger.
Accountable, as we should. I'm also calling out every other elected official in Oregon to join me, not only in defeating racism, but also in helping me to stop the violence, as we are and will continue.
This is the mayor.
What's this got to do with the murdering?
Today, we need to decide who we are and where we want to go from here. Don't let this be the spark.
Are you trying to pretend to be a translator, No Name? Because you have only one hand doing it.
Those are not our values.
She's trying to do the translator's work.
Last night does not move us forward. It sets us back. I know the values of this community. I was born and raised here. I found my living here. I raised my family here. This is where I want to be, and I know the values.
No Name's going nuts.
To protest powerfully and peacefully. We believe that Black Lives Matter, and we believe that it's a responsibility of
I don't know.
to ensure that the systems that we have in place to protect and serve do so equitably. Let's engage with each other in thoughtful dialogue about reform and use
This is the mayor, by the way.
shared values to move forward together. We must recommit our energy and our resources to advancing the work of,
He ain't going to be the mayor for long.
of our system.
I just think
We've seen the positive.
there's
power
better
of
ways to
collective
do this than the way
focus
what he's doing.
and nonviolent action.
Definitely.
We've seen the change.
What, Pussy Wheeler?
Because when Trump sent the Federal Reserves in, he didn't want that.
Portland is counting on its leaders. The city
He asked Trump asked to send them in, and Wheeler said no. And now shit has hit the
a
fan.
better future for all of us.
I mean,
Us, rotary device hit the rest.
listen, he may have a legitimate beef with the president. I just don't think this platform.
Right, next we'll have Portland Police Bureau Chief Chuck LaBelle.
I don't think this platform is the best. All right, let's see what the police chief says.
Yeah, he seems to go on and
Did you see Wheeler go in with the protesters?
This time in downtown Portland.
I saw that a few weeks ago.
There are many who are sharing information on social media or jumping to conclusions that are not based in fact. A human being lost their life last night, and it's critical that everyone refrain from conjecture and allow us to gather the evidence and statements needed to hold the person who did this responsible for this heinous act. We ask that anyone with information or video or eyewitness accounts, please come forward and share that information with our investigators so we can quickly resolve this case. Prior to the shooting, there was a political rally involving a vehicle caravan that traveled through Portland for several hours. There were some skirmishes between rally goers and counter demonstrators, and police made several arrests. The caravan covered miles of area, and officers responded to different locations as identified problems arose and provided a presence and even made arrests when warranted. The vehicle caravan had already cleared the area when the shooting occurred near Southwest 3rd and Alder. This is an active investigation, and our detectives are gathering information to determine what happened and what led up to this death. In order to protect the integrity of this case, we cannot release any specific details at this time. Our Constitution permits freedom of speech and assembly, and individuals are free to disagree. But criminal activity, especially violence, is out of bounds. This event is already gaining extreme media attention, and I will once again point out this is not the only life lost to gun violence in Portland. On Thursday, a 16-year-old African-American teenager was gunned down in a city park. 3 others were injured. Our investigators are still seeking information in that case as well. Some may not even be aware it happened, as it hardly generated any headlines. We've witnessed an increase in more and more uncivilized activity in our city and in our nation. It's incumbent on all of us to do better. So no more lives are lost. Portland desperately needs calm. We're living in an extremely divided era, and it's time for us to start focusing on what we have in common and not what divides us. Lives are at stake.
I didn't get to hear anything of that.
County District Attorney.
Truck.
You didn't hear anything of it?
No, because of a truck out the bloody back.
Oh, because you're doing
On a
something
friggin'
else.
morning.
So, the
Wait, what's the one about? I stayed muted most of the time, right? I said once in a while.
right, according to the New York Post, man suspected in deadly Portland shooting calls himself 110% Antifa. This is kind of the right there. That's the shooting. Straight up, walked right up to him. Literally walked right up to him.
Which shooting are you
Hold
talking?
on. Hey, when someone gets shot, don't talk over it. Calm down. Let me play it first, okay? Calm down. Let me play it. Then
And which shooting, so I know the context.
the shooting we've been talking about for the past 15 minutes in Portland last night.
Last night. Okay, thank you.
Or yesterday. Yeah. Well, last night. Right there.
But you missed the part before that when they said, we got one.
Well, this is the one we're talking about.
It's the same clip, but you missed the beginning.
Right.
Said we got one.
So this is an ex-military man who calls himself 100% Antifa and ready for war. Hold on, let me blow this up.
Ex-military made?
Okay.
Is that what you said?
That's not what I said. An ex-military man.
Oh, okay.
An ex-military man who calls himself 100% Antifa and ready for war is being investigated over the deadly shooting of a President Trump supporter in Portland. According to the report, Michael Forrest Raheny, 48, is being investigated over the death of Aaron Danielson, a supporter of the right-wing Patriot Prayer Group, who was a part of a caravan of Trump supporters who flooded like the city Saturday. So this happened Saturday, late Saturday. So you are right. It was that incident that you were talking about. So it wasn't last night. He was identified in part by a distinctive tattoo on his neck of Black Power fist, as well as a call from his estranged sister, who recognized him in the video and photos of the deadly attack, the paper said. So he has a tattoo of a Black Power on his fist. This is the 36-year-old sister, who don't regard and agree not to name,
Unreal.
was first alerted after a threatening call that woke her up at 8 a.m. that our whole family was in danger unless we turned him over. So apparently, the way he got arrested and caught, this shooter, was with it being a live feed and all, it's out there for the world to see. And apparently, the shooter's sister got a threatening call the following morning stating our whole family was in danger unless we turned him over. We reached out to police and confirmed that we recognized Michael in the screenshots from the shooting. This is the shooter right here. The father of 2 is estranged with most of his family, including his parents, after stealing from them. Well, on the other hand, the whole thing surprises the daylights out of us because we always thought he's a lot of bark and not a lot of bite, but he's also very impulsive and irrational. She decried the shooting as not the solution to the problem. Violence begets violence, and hatred begets hatred. This is not the solution. My heart goes out to the victim. It always has before even my brother was involved.
I always cry for them, but from what I understand, the kids in the vehicle he was trying to kidnap and get away with a vehicle.
Where'd you hear that from?
Louder with Crowder?
That he was trying to kidnap. Who was trying to kidnap kids?
The guy that got shot 7 times in the back. As
Yeah. You're listen. You're on a very big
You're on the
news
wrong
thing.
one.
You're on the wrong topic right now.
Oh, sorry.
You're in a whole different state. You're talking about Wisconsin. I'm talking about Oregon.
Oh, wait, no, Oregon. Last night they found the guy that was a Trumper. I'm afraid to get killed because I'm a Trumper.
Right, that's what we're talking about right now. Does
Okay.
anyone have to coach Barbara Walters or fucking the Connie Chang, whatever her fucking name is, like I gotta do right now? Bruce, help me out, my guy. This is a combination of
I don't want to interrupt. I was watching what was going on, trying to hear at the same time.
I was in another live stream trying to
and then we
recruit
got the
you
truck
over
in the
here.
backyard.
This is a combination between an Australian morning show and an American morning show. We got to combine this. Connie Chung over here is bringing up wrong murders and shit.
If I had to put my mic on when the truck was bursting up, oh mate, you would have told me off.
Right. Here's the deal. Every revolution needs people that are willing and ready to fight. He wrote in June, comparing it to his time in the army. Clearly, we may have some PTSD going on with the army. I don't think this country is doing a good enough job keeping an eye on our veterans. I don't think this country is doing enough job keeping an eye on our active servicemen and women with the stressors of the job, they came from. Suicide rate is up there. Depression rate is at an all-time high. PTSD is no joke. PTSD needs to be taken serious, and PTSD right now isn't. When you look at the drama, the PTSD people, I'm not justifying this at all, but hearing and reading that this individual served in the military or served in the army at one point, served as an armed forces, and then all of a sudden, every revolution needs people that are willing and ready to fight. Comparing it to his time in the army, I am 100% Antifa all the way, and I'm willing to fight for my brothers and my sisters. It's almost like he's trying to get back into the groove of things, of being a comrade, and having a mission and everything that he once had at one point by joining a group like Antifa. It will be a war, and like all wars, there will be casualties. He wrote, calling protesters and Antifa my brothers in arms. He also claims to have been hit by a rubber bullet while working security at protests, and most recently posted a video of a flag being burned by a mob chanting "Fuck Trump." Brioni was cited at a July 5th, so he's been at the protests on a consistent basis. This isn't the first night. He didn't just show up like the other kid in Wisconsin showed up to cause havoc. He's been there on a consistent basis. He was cited at a July 5th protest on allegations.
So had they cited him because of what he'd done before, or were they on a live feed and watching him?
Everybody's watching. That's the craziest thing. Not only on the internet, but there's cameras everywhere, especially in Portland. Because you got to realize this has been going on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So whatever they didn't cover beforehand, they've already had enough time to cover it. I mean, when I was covering those protests with the people who are down there that are still down there covering it, they text me screenshots and like photos and articles locally of like NSA and everybody watching everywhere. Traffic. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's smart. If you look and you grab a map and you look at the most populated areas, the federal building and all the big landmarks that are where people protest at, you draw a big radius circle around that, and that's where you implement whatever cameras you need to keep an eye on it. It's smart. But the people that are down there need to fucking realize that they're being watched all the time. Not only from 16 different live feeds in the area, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, but the government. I mean, there's no fucking chance that you can be able to go out there and commit a murder and get away with it. There's no fucking chance. There's no chance you're going to commit a murder. I mean, yeah, the masks and everything is there. This shooter had a mask and he got recognized by something else. Very distinguishable tattoo. So let's talk about July 5th, shall we? He had allegations of possessing a loaded gun in a public place, resisting arrest, and interfering with police. So already he's a piece of shit. Already the police were aware of him. But they can't trespass him from a public. I mean, they can't trespass him from a whole fucking city. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, he was given a date to appear in court later that month, but the allegations were dropped on July 30th with a no complaint according to court records. No reason was given.
Wow.
That's interesting, that part.
It's been following him, that's for sure. That's what happens. That could happen to any one of us too, you know, like
possessing a loaded gun in a public place, resisting arrest, and interfering with police.
See, that's the thing too. Like over in America, I know you guys are allowed to have your gun on the side of you. Is it allowed to be loaded or does it have to be empty? Because here we can't carry guns.
Well, it's a great question. I mean, I'm just, part of me is looking at this like, I know the police have bigger, I mean, they've dropped a lot of things. Yeah. But a simple scroll through the social media will tell you wonders. A simple scroll through with social media and seeing the, I mean, listen, all right, let's just say he gets apprehended, you know, he gets arrested July 5th. You know, you look back on his Facebook post, and this is from June. Every revolution needs people that are willing and ready to fight. I'm 100% Antifa all the way. I'm willing to fight for my brothers and sisters. But the worst part that I'm having here, and this is why I have to go after law enforcement when it comes to dropping these charges, is the following sentence, and I quote, "It will be a war, and like all wars, there will be casualties."
Exactly. That's exactly right. There always will be.
Like, I absolutely. All right. What's up with the Fizzy? Come on up on panel, Fizzy. Since I'm being told he's causing a distraction in the chat. Well, there's always two separate shows. There's always a live feed up here, and there's always a show in the chat. So I'm well aware. So, wow. I mean, talk about. I mean, this sentence right here. I mean, hey, it will be a war, and like all wars, there will be casualties. And I mean,
this time day shouldn't be anywhere, eh?
Fuck. Like, this is the thing that he wrote in June. I guess we're looking at his Instagram or something. Yeah, this is his actual Instagram post that's still up, which is surprising because usually they take shit like this down.
Yeah.
And this is crazy. I mean, this is literally charges in July are not convictions. How many people have you seen wrongfully arrested, charged? Just saying. Well, I know that, but I don't know how you can wrongfully charge someone for possessing a loaded gun in a public place when it's illegal to do so. Are they able to grab a ruler and measure public to private? I think that's pretty sad. And then because I know you're going to go after the resisting charge, and I know you're going to go after the interfering charge, but we got to start from A before we get to Z. And A is at a point where if he has a loaded firearm in a loaded place, I don't think there's room to argue and falsely accuse someone of doing something like that when he has a loaded fucking firearm in a public place. How disputable and arguable is that?
Yeah, well, that's
you
right.
know what I'm saying? Like it's not like but I was a little excessive because of this, or but like I didn't mean to step on your. Oh, I didn't mean to step back. Blah 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 blah. You know, every revolution needs people that are willing and ready to fight. There are so many of us protesters that are just protesting without a clue of what. Oh wait, you guys aren't able to see that yet. Hold on, 1 second. I'm getting. So this is his Instagram that he posted. Look at this. This is kind of creepy. Every revolution needs people that are willing to be ready and fight. There are so many of us protesters that are just protesting without a clue of where that will lead. That's just the beginning. That's where the fight starts. If this and this is in June, he did this, June 16th.
Wow.
Yeah, this is June 16th. But please stand aside and support the ones that are willing to fight. I'm 100% Antifa all the way. I'm willing to fight for my brothers and my sisters, even if some of them are too ignorant to realize what Antifa truly stands for. We do not want violence, but we will not run from it either. If the police can continue to pick up and beat up innocent civilians that are peacefully voicing their objections, it must be met with equal force. We are currently living through a crucial point in humanity's evolution. We truly have an opportunity right now to fix everything, but it will be a fight like no other. It will be a war, and like all wars, there will be casualties. I was in the army, and I hated it. I did not feel like fighting for them would ever be a good cause. Today's protesters and Antifas are brothers in arms. This is a cause to fight for this. This truly is fighting for my country. I have children that need to live in a world run by common sense and human. Wow, this is a rant beyond belief.
That's incredible, eh? Jesus.
And I will do anything to make sure that happens. Now is the time to change the course of humanity. If we told now, just because they show some force, we will be lost for another 100 years. And I don't think that's the planet will let us live. Love you all. Hashtag Antifa. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Hashtag fuck the police. So that resisting arrest charge, you want to kind of argue that now? After a month prior, I mean, less than a month prior, he's got fuck the police already. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
but was there threats against him or not? It's just fuck
well,
the police,
I think I mean, that's a general statement, but the threats that we're talking about. All right, so he's got more on his Instagram page. Let's see what else he's got. I'm afraid to see. This actually is not taken. So this is 8 weeks ago.
Joe.
Wow. That's one video. Let's kind of check this out. There's an interesting. There's another one where there no Gestapo. This is what Antifa's doing. I have reached out to Antifa in Portland to get an interview with them. Hi, Mike. I've been getting word from a Patriot group on Facebook that the 4th of July, this is when he got arrested. He was going to this. Hey, Mike, I've been getting word from a Patriot group on Facebook that 4th of July, they are taking back the cities. They might probably are hostile. They might probably are hostile with arms. Watch your and your friends back. So the Patriot group, this was posted July 3rd. So apparently there's been groups that have been feuding in Portland since the get-go. Literally since the get-go. And this group, the Patriot group, has been feuding with Antifa for a while now. Patriot group is pro-police. Antifa's not pro-police, obviously. And they've been feuding for a while now. And what happened on Saturday night was just a blow up was a blow up. So there's a comment from 2 hours ago. This piece of shit is already a felon, just like the guys that attacked Kyle in Kenosha are all BLM supporters, felons with handguns. Kind of shows how background checks don't work. Wow. So this is him as well. showing off his battle scar.
We got shot. Yeah.
8 weeks ago, he got hit with a beanbag shot. This is Antifa. You know, I think it's really.
Yeah, they plan things, that's for sure.
I mean, you can tell. I mean, this is a feud between groups. So, here's an interesting comment about the suspect. And again, this is just an alleged comment. I want to stress that. He took his gun this weekend because he got a tip that Patriot Prayer was going to try and ruin their fake GI games they've been playing. He had every intention to murder a Trump supporter. Wow. He does have and racism, Black Lives Matter on there. What do we think? What do we think about this?
Yeah, well, they've planned a few things like most people have, and I hate it when I see flames getting lit, and you know trouble's going to start too.
Yeah, he actually, let me go back to the suspect. Kind of want to cover the suspect as much as possible. So let's talk about him more. He also claims to have been hit by rubber bullets while working security at protests. We showed that photo. We showed that he was cited. Charges were dropped. He had a slew of other charges, including being accused of racing his 17-year-old son at speeds of up to 111 miles per hour in June. The paper said, citing state police. He also previously charged with having a loaded Glock pistol for which he didn't have a concealed handgun license when one stopped with his 11-year-old daughter as a passenger.
There you go, no license.
So, kind of opens up a little. I mean, this is a white-on-white crime as well. You know, a white person.
Still horrible to see, isn't it? You know,
it's kind of like a crossword puzzle that you just don't know what the fuck the answer is.
Yeah.
You just absolutely unequivocally cannot figure out. She's smoking marijuana, guys, by the way, so everyone calm down. It's kind of like a crossword puzzle that like you just can't figure out, and it's a conundrum to the point where it's driving you bananas, like absolutely bananas. And what's happening right now is doing that. It's this everything that's going on from Wisconsin, and we can't forget about Portland. We can't forget about what's been going on in Portland. You know, just because it's not being discussed as much unless there's a shooting, and the shooting's not even being discussed as much as it should. I've been told.
Atlanta,
but
you threw me backstage.
Atlanta, Chicago, Atlanta. I mean, there's so many protests that are exactly right.
Burnt down the Wendy's because the guy fell asleep and they called the cops.
Yeah, we played that body cam a few weeks ago. So 8:46 p.m. is when it happened. It wasn't like a 2 a.m. kind of gimmick either. 8:46 p.m. on Saturday night, police officers heard sounds of gunfire from the area of Southeast 3rd Avenue. They responded and located a victim with a gunshot wound to the chest. Medical responded and determined the victim was deceased. They reported the man was a member of a far-right group that presented at the rally. Images from the scene saw a man wearing a hat which featured the logo of Patriot Prayer, a group that is regularly attended, hosted, and engaged in violence. Wait a minute. Patriot Prayer. When you hear the word prayer and violence, you don't think that kind of matches up. I don't know about you, but that kind of took me for a loop. Patriot Prayer, a group that has regularly attended, hosted, and engaged in violence at Portland protests through the years. The man was also wearing a thin blue line patch on his shorts, indicating support for the police. Portland police did not release any information about the potential suspects. We already did that. a video that that's the shooting taken from the far right side of the street. So the small group of people on the road. We already played the video of the shooting. There's another video recording audio but not video of the shooting. Someone walking by saw a confrontation and then 2 shots fired from a very close range. One of the guy hits the pavement. The shooter took off. Caught some cordon off the area. There was a commotion in the front of a car before 2 shots rang out. I saw a body on the ground and just the legs. It looked like they weren't moving. Another man who didn't want to be named said he was driving south when I heard 2 shots and saw a person fall. Their body fell right there. I heard 2 shots and boom. Wow. There's a GoFundMe right now for the victim. So let's look at Patriot Prayer. It's apparently a far-right Portland area group. I'm very fascinated to figure out what this Portland prayer group is. It's a new face of natives bigotry. Interesting. Steven Stroud is sitting across from me, opening a bag of Reese's Pieces in the visiting room of a prison in Oregon that has been his home for the past 12 years. He's agreed to an interview. Wow. So apparently this is the founder of the group who created the group. In the past, Stroud was a Nazi skinhead making his business to create a white homeland in the Pacific Northwest. Now he's extended his hands to offer me, someone who had not been excluded from his white homeland, some candy. Years ago, he renounced racism. He said he has dedicated himself to working against hate. I've come to visit him to ask about Patriot Prayer and how the movement led by Joey Gibson, who's the owner, is seen through the eyes of a former Nazi. All right, so Joey Gibson is there. They're natives. They're native bigots, but because they're multiracial, they're more popular than we ever were. Indeed, Gibson. Wow, so they're multiracial.
They are.
Have you heard a lot about them?
I've seen a lot of them through my years of growing up. Definitely, yeah.
Patriot Prayer, it's called.
Not Patriot Prayer, no, but other groups similar to them. All the Nazi symbols on them and everything, and we used to cop them a lot in the train stations. Skinheads with their tattoos and everything. Yeah, we used to have fight days. We used to all meet up and fight. Reminds me of the movie Once Were Warriors, I think it was, wasn't it? Or We Are Warriors, or something like that.
Right.
Warriors come out to play. Yes. Those days.
Wow.
But so he was spotted because he had the tattoo on his neck. And so they shot him. Okay.
Kind of gave it away, no?
Hey?
Kind of gave it away when you have that kind of.
Oh, the tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Joey Gibson is the founder of it. Says he's not religious, not a white supremacist. I'm Japanese, is what he stated a few years ago. He got arrested a year ago for his multiple arrests for his protests that he's been doing. Trying to catch up and see where Joey Gibson actually has his own YouTube channel. 51,000 subscribers. And yeah, he is he has an active channel. I'm gonna reach out to him, try to get him on the show. I think it'd be interesting. I really think it'd be interesting.
Definitely would be, yeah.
So this is a video, and I really want to warn everybody, viewer discretion is advised. I just went to his channel and found one of the first videos, and I think it's important to kind of open the window to this Patriot Prayer group and what they're about. The title of the video is, I've had enough of the innocent being attacked in Portland.
I love them. I'm gonna
All right.
do it again.
So this is on his YouTube channel.
Bitch, fuck is you talking about, nigga? That's on me, nigga. No, I'm talking about nigga.
Yeah. Oh.
Did we hear that too?
Yeah, we saw that video already. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I've got one that's my last one I put up is pretty shocking too. Hey?
Yeah, that was bad. Holy shit.
Yeah, so if anyone sees mine,
yeah, this is his
please
channel.
beware.
Joey Gibson, Patriot Prayer USA. Holy fuck, that was crazy seeing it this early in the morning. That thud. I'm afraid to show any of his stuff until I reach out to him.
Yeah, well, don't show mine then, eh?
Black Lives Matter says looting is respirations. Let's see this video real quick.
I don't care if somebody decides to loot a Gucci or a Macy's or a Nike, because that makes sure that that person eats. That makes sure that that person has clothes. That makes sure that that person can make some kind of money because this city obviously doesn't care about them. Not only that, that's reparations.
In front of the 1st Police District, members of Black...
Wow. All right, so let's check this one out real quick and do a little commentary. Right and left wing. Black Lives Matter versus Patriot.
You're not a dish.
There's an ad going on, so bear with us.
Yeah.
Bear with us. All right, here we go. Graphic language. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's right.
You are not protecting your community. You are not protecting your family. Your fucking ancestors are ashamed of you.
That is
childish. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like seeing is people destroying things while there's a march. You know that
yeah.
for us people that are out there trying to get across the good things of what we're fighting for.
Right.
Not to destroy things, and I'm not sure how many police officers stand in a line there and think, oh, I wish I was on the other side to help these people, or whether
Well,
there's
the police have to do their part to make sure these factions, these multiple factions. I mean, there's literally factions coming out
yeah,
that they have to control and contain.
that's right. They're getting told they've got to do it.
How do you multitask to that point?
Mm,
Where everything needs to be touched upon.
yeah, it definitely makes it hard for parties, doesn't it? That's for sure.
All right. What's your take on this whole situation? No name, no name. You're on mute right there, Buttercup. You're still on mute.
I stayed muted because you fellas were talking and I didn't want to interrupt.
Well, thank you. And
Shield, I stay muted until the
Cool.
I'm gonna go on mute and give you that same respect. Okay, Buttercup, go ahead.
What? Wait, no, you commanded me to talk, so I answered. I don't understand what you want me to report about.
Talk about what you just saw. Talk about the shooting Saturday night. Talk about these factions, these pro-police, anti-police, all these factions, Antifa.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that on your channel. My reactions might be abhorrent to your delicate young sensibilities, okay?
Listen, I'm far from delicate. There's some things you can say about El Sancho. Delicate's not one of them. I'm balls deep in a lot of things.
Rage.
I go balls deep, no name.
Cougar, I don't think I can teach you how to suck eggs. Bruce understands the joke there. I'm not going to teach your grandmother how to suck eggs.
Yeah, they still say it, suck eggs.
I am going to figure out a way, no name, to get you one of these suck your sucks shirts. Yeah, probably this one.
What?
And have you wear it whenever you go on live panels and let everyone know that this is El Sancho's.
Hey, look what I'm wearing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not going to go that route. We're not going to go that route. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Tassie Devil.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not going to go that route. Have a seat. Have a seat, young lady. You're good.
I just wanted to show you Taz. But
I
never name the cat Taz because he'll be a hell devil.
You can ask all the other, whenever I have attractive females on camera, I get nervous that something's going to fall out, pop out, be shown by accident because we all make mistakes. So I'm just being protective.
What? No, wait. If you looked when I got up, when I went away, I went and got PJ pants and a t-shirt. So it ain't gonna do no flopping. Okay?
I got love for you. I got love for you.
Without no nickels.
I got a lot of love for you because of that. Now, shall we kind of go over in rapid fire a lot of the other headlines for the day?
Okay. Can we talk about Lady Di, Justin Emo, and Defendant?
Fuck them all.
Janet and
fuck them. I don't know the other three, but the first two, fuck them.
I love Eric and Otto. I actually went out and I'm a firm believer in Chalk America. Look, I got Chalk right here. I went out and put Otto the Watchdog and Eric Brandt in my street.
Right. Well,
wait, you don't have to worry about me standing up. I'm totally dressed.
You're dressed, you're saying?
Yes, I'm wearing PJ pants down to the ankles and the Taz shirt. You don't have to be scared when I get up. All I was doing was grabbing my sidewalk chalk. But apparently that is a criminal offense to have sidewalk chalk, right? asking me to unload on you about my political things.
Right.
Royce City and Otto the Watchdog, I am very mad that, what was it, a year ago? I watched the live stream and he's like, oh, wow, look, there's lights driving up on me. I wonder what's going to happen. And I watched the live stream, and the live stream was still going when that Stephanie sat in the car with the kids. And the kids still hear this screaming, and I'm so Mommy.
So I'm going to show a next story that's a crazy story, but I want to tell everybody now it has a happy ending.
Okay, I'm going to mute.
All right. So, a kite lifts a 3-year-old girl into the sky above ground at a festival, and crazy as crazy can be. That is a child.
Oh, wow. Free ride.
She was shocked but not injured. Shocked but not injured.
Oh, that was lucky, eh?
Big reason why I told the story, because the unidentified child was taking part in this year's International Kite Festival. Are you guys able to see? Oh, I'm on a delay on my YouTube, I guess. Yeah, I'm on a delay for my YouTube.
God, if that thing had done that to me, I would have spread chocolate all over everyone, mate.
I don't think this is fake, guys. I know a couple people think this is fake in the chat, but entangled in the strings of a large kite, a 3-year-old was lifted above the ground at a festival in Taiwan Sunday, just yesterday. The unidentified girl is taking part in this year's International Kite Festival, and which kicked off this past weekend at Nanliao Harbor in northern city of Ishnishri, Taiwanese. Video shot at the scene shows the toddler twisting several times in the sky, accompanied by a giant long-tailed orange kite. Adults below struggled to pull the kite back to earth, but once the wind slowed down, the girl was safely recovered by the crowd on the ground. Look at that.
Oh, El Sancho, have you ever successfully thrown a boomerang?
I know Bruce has.
Boomerang.
But do you know what you must do if you successfully throw it and you don't actually hit something?
You can bring them straight back to you. They're pretty easy once you get the hang of it. You can throw it both different ways.
3 feet one way or the other, so you don't get hit in the head with it.
I don't see how this is.
Make them float. You make them float down towards you. It all depends which way you throw it too. If you throw it with the two ends towards at you, looking at you, and the middle away, it goes a lot faster and straighter.
Right.
But if you turn the boomerang around and have the two ends facing in front of you where you're throwing, it'll come back to you very slowly around in a circle and land virtually right on top of you.
Yeah, that's why you move after you throw it. I'm sorry, I was only 10 years old.
You're right.
Gander, I live in Michigan, USA, okay? It's amazing I was able to make it come back even at 10 years old or so.
Just amazing how people invent things though, isn't it?
I loved my boomerang.
Was that a crazy video or what?
Hey, yeah.
That was a crazy video.
Oh wait, no! Look, I got the camera shot.
You the what?
Yeah, I've covered my mirror because my husband is crazy about having mirrors around. And if you look on that other side there, that is a Black Knight backpack.
Okay.
Do you understand who the Black Knight is from Monty Python?
Right.
Okay.
Do you want to go over, Bruce, the world's most stressed out cities? That'll be my last story for the day. Have you ever been stressed out like No Name?
Oh, wait, you mean when I had to drive through Detroit to get to my job in Dearborn?
That's
Yeah.
stressed out, right? That's stressful.
And
Great
the
answer.
idea of having no EMS or police while I'm driving, I made sure to have a very well maintained vehicle.
Right. So that's a great point. So Mexico City ranked number 10. Average hours worked per week, 50. Average one-way commute time, 52 minutes. Population with mental health disorder, 11.3%. Women, men, 10.4%. Gallup poll happiness ranking, 38 out of 186. This is a USA Today. Population, 21.8 million. Mexico City, Mexico is number 10 on the list. We're going to go to Australia for number 9. We're going to go to Sydney, Australia there, Bruce. Average hours of work per week is 38. Average one-way commute time, 43 minutes. Population with mental health disorder, 19.2%. For the women, 17.5% for the men. Gallup World Poll Happiness Ranking, 110 out of 186, 4.9 million population. What are your thoughts on that about like Sydney, Australia, Bruce?
Oh yeah, it'd be right too. Sydney is a a city that's so fast, and you try and drive through there. The outskirts, just on its own, is stressful. There's just so many trucks and so hilly, and you just if you don't go with the flow, look out, you're in trouble. You'll have an accident for sure.
Right. So
and as for people, I wouldn't know what the people would be stressing like in there. I've never really gone into Sydney, but it's what I've seen on the outskirts and what I've heard anyway. So.
Right. Hey, Jeff. How are you, Jeff? Thank you again for No Name. Really appreciate it, boo-boo. Mwah, mwah. Kisses, Jeff. Kisses. Number 8, we're going to go to Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
We're talking about Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing fancy in Australia.
In Australia, with not out even leaving Dearborn, I did the underwater connection. I think it was a T3 cable. And my exceed thing, I wrote code for the Falcon.
Okay.
And we had one in our Dearborn lot here in Michigan. And oh my God, I love you Aussies. I opened the hood and I could see the cement under the car. There was so many holes in it because you don't regulate the crap out of shit.
Right. So let's go. Can we go to Brazil, No Name?
Wait, do you mean me? I go somewhere else?
Can we go to Brazil? Sao Paulo, Brazil's number 8, 36 hours work week, one-way commute, 51 minutes. Population with mental health disorder, we're looking at 15.8%, and we're looking at 13.1% in men. The Gallup World Poll is 53 out of 186, 22 million people. Look at that traffic. Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's crazy, No Name, right?
What is crazy is that everybody thinks that I got my engineering degree from being a female, but back in the 80s, that wasn't a popular thing to do. I actually had to,
You're a trendsetter. You're a trendsetter, boo-boo. You really are.
I'm sorry. In my mind, that's what feminism was.
Right.
I wanted to be an engineer, and they said no, and I did it anyway.
And you suck a big middle finger in adversity's face and proved everybody wrong, and that's why I respect the fuck out of you, boo-boo. All right? Okay. So let's go to Kenya, number 7. Nairobi, Kenya. 44 hours work week. Average one-way commute time, 57 minutes. Population with mental health disorder, 12.7% women, 11.9% men. The Gallup poll is 139. A happy poll is 139 out of 186. 4.7 million people. Number 6, we're going to go to Los Angeles. Los Angeles, 38 hours per work week. 61 minutes for the commute. We know how bad Los Angeles traffic is. Mental health disorder, we're looking at 18.3% women, 16.3% men. Gallup World Poll happiness ranking, we're looking at, hey, that's the ostrich pillow we had on the game show last week. How fucking funny is that? So we're looking at, sorry, I get distracted. 16.3% men, 4 million people live there. What's number 5, you say? Istanbul, Turkey, 14.5 million people live there. 14.4% women with mental health disorder, 14.2% men. This is just a documented mental health disorder with this poll. I really think the majority of people with mental health don't really seek treatment, unfortunately.
Nobody knows about me.
Which they absolutely should seek treatment. But saying that is not easy as doing it. Saying what they should do isn't easy as them actually doing it and making the attempt to do it.
Every time I try, they charge me a huge amount of money and give me nothing.
Right. 53 minutes traffic time, commute time traffic. Athens, Greece. I didn't think Greece would be on this list. I think Greece with the women and the water and the food. Why would that be on the list? But 3.2 million people there. Happiness poll 121 out of 186. Population with mental health disorder 16.9% of women, 14% men. 40 hours work.
My papu, and I made him this pillow. It's freshly cleaned, and I'm just thinking about my papu. That means grandfather in Greek, by the way.
Okay.
But when Yaya died and we were cleaning out the house, I said, I want the pillow. And they're like, okay, yeah. It wasn't worth anything. I could have.
16.9% women with mental health disorder, 14% men. These are only the reported ones. Cairo, Egypt's number 3 on the list. 20.9 million people. 177 out of 186 on the Gallup World Happiness Ranking. Population with mental health disorder, 14.9% women, 14.3% men. Johannesburg, South Africa is number 2 on the list with 5.8 million people. They only have 5.8 million people. Yet they are 120 out of 186. 43 minutes travel week, 41 minutes one-way commute, 12.7% women, 12.8% men. And number 1 on the list is Hong Kong. 7.5 million. There you go. Hong Kong is the most stressed out city in the world. What's everyone's thoughts on that? Hong Kong. Great point on there. Love that point. Great that. Okay, now let's go to Bruce.
With Hong Kong being very stressful. That city's crazy. You been there?
Never been to Hong Kong. Never been to any of these. I never been to any of these places.
Your bikes and everything running around everywhere. They run you over.
It's about to take them over, right? Aren't there a whole lot of new regulations that China is imposing on Hong Kong?
Well, China, they've got that bloody thing they use now where it's a point system. Well, I've had it in for years. It's a point system. If you don't go up to your phone every so many hours and say hello to your leader, you'll get points taken off you. And so many points that eventually get taken off you, you end up not seeing your family. It's called a point system. I can get you a link and show you, and you can show people if you like how they've been doing it for years over there, and it's not new. I'm sure I'll get that for you, but yeah.
Yeah, if you want to put it in private chat, you can. I'm going to wrap up in a little bit.
No worries.
Quick plug. tonight, 6 p.m. inside Daniel Holtzclaw case. The individual that I am interviewing is actually doing a video call right now with Daniel. We're going to be going over a lot of things. This is going to be one of them. Daniel Holtzclaw versus the state of Oklahoma, the appeal. We will be going over a lot of mind-blowing, serious topics tonight. Get ready, 6 p.m. tonight, inside the Daniel Holtzclaw case. You do not want to miss this tonight. I am telling you, it is a 4-part series. It is an emotional, eye-opener series of a man who is serving 263 years in jail. And
Oh, God. I'm sorry. That hurt.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, my fucking God. 106 years in jail for what?
Who to what the what?
What you just said.
Why did he go to jail, you're saying?
Yes.
He was convicted of multiple crimes towards women, raping women, as a law enforcement officer.
Oh, okay. Well, that might not be so bad. I'm sorry. I only heard half of it.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Cindy, boo boo. Thank you, boo boo. You did great, boo boo. Thank you. Kisses, 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 boo boo.
Too.
I'm sorry.
Kisses for you too.
Kisses, boo boo. Kisses, the boo boo.
Private chat. Are they allowed to hear my chatterbait name?
On
the StreamYard.
Do you want to tell everyone your chatterbait name?
No, only on your StreamYard, not on your YouTube.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, you want to give Bruce your chatterbait name? You're saying?
You can follow and see if I ever go on again.
Are you talking about Bruce asked for your chatterbait name?
Oh, I don't know.
No, she's talking about you, mate.
I won't.
Me?
You
Yeah.
said okay.
Oh, I mean, I didn't ask for anything. Hold on, I'm trying to play an ad to play my last story.
Permission, it's okay.
If you want to tell everybody where to find you on Chatterbait, you can. I don't mind a verbal plug. I just don't want to put any porn links in my chat like Jeff does. You know, I mean.
No, I meant on the private chat with StreamYard. That's different.
Right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I didn't hear what you just said. Say that again.
I was only gonna put my name in the private chat
Sure.
on StreamYard for your protected people, the ones that are there.
You're more than welcome to do that, but I do want to play a funny story that happened in Michigan.
Oh yeah, Michigan's got a lot of funny
Because you're in Michigan, so I'm going to dedicate this last story dedicated strictly to you.
Yeah, you betcha. Go for it.
This is an actual news story. Funeral home finds Michigan woman still breathing after being declared dead by paramedics. We're going to hear the story now.
When paramedics arrived,
Hold on.
they found a 20-year-old.
How do I rewind?
Local 4 is learning what happened to a 20-year-old woman inside a Southfield home. Sources tell us the woman was in cardiac arrest inside her home in Southfield. The family calls 911. Southfield Fire responds. Southfield Fire sent me this statement. It says, in part, at 7:34 a.m. on August 23rd, Southfield Fire Department paramedics arrived at a home in Southfield on a call for an unresponsive female. When paramedics arrived, they found a 20-year-old who was not breathing. The paramedics performed CPR and other life-reviving methods for 30 minutes. Given medical readings and the condition of the patient, it was determined at that time that she did not have signs of life. Sources with knowledge of this investigation tell us Southfield police allegedly saw her move and breathe. They called the fire crews back, but fire crews claimed those were the side effects of the medication given to her. Several sources say the female was picked up and transported to James H. Cole Funeral Home in Detroit on Schaefer between 11:30 and noon on Sunday. That's when employees at the funeral home claimed that she was still breathing. They called EMS. Emergency crews found her very much alive and drove her to the hospital.
What's your take?
Wow. Wow. That's my mum's very thing that she'd be afraid of, that she'd come alive when she's been buried. Eh?
I mean, how crazy.
Whoa.
Think of the woman. I mean, imagine popping up and you're you're in a coffin and you're essentially in your own funeral home, essentially. That is ridiculous.
That'd make you jump back, wouldn't it?
Came back from the dead, no name. What do you think about that? Sorry.
It's not your turn.
No, what you don't understand is that is the same EMS. If I got in any trouble on my way from here, from Livonia to Dearborn, I'd be going through Detroit, and that will be the EMS taking me to the funeral home instead of the hospital.
Right.
If they even show up. I remember the pedestrian bridge got knocked down because what was it? A dump truck or something. He had his thing up and he went through it and broke it down. But that was the way the girls got to school.
Right.
Children.
Right.
It was 3 years before they replaced it.
Right. So this is like the social score you brought up earlier. Where did everyone else go? So that's the social score Bruce brought up. I kind of want to go back to the living dead, coming back from the dead thing after this. But that is absolutely crazy that she was declared dead by the paramedics.
Yeah, that would have been scary.
Alive, and the coroner or the guy in the funeral home is like, no, this is a live person.
Have you ever died and came back to life?
Oh no. But they tried to kill me.
They tried to kill you? Who tried to kill you?
The doctors, because I was having a baby, and oh no, they must rescue that baby from my uterus. Oh my God, this is against the law. I repeatedly told the doctor, my first birth, please turn off the epidural. I do not want it anymore. And he refused to do it.
Right. Cool. Bruce, you ever died before and came back to life?
Not cool.
Never.
Well, no. It's not cool. Your story. It's cool you being so open and telling us the story. I respect that. I feel that it's cool. Thanks for your testimony.
Yeah.
Bruce?
Yeah, no close calls like that.
Got any near-death experiences?
Next part.
No.
Have you had any near-death experiences, No Name?
But that was it.
That was your near-death experience.
Turn off the epidural. They sent the big birth nurse. Shoved out my belly and no, the guy took scissors to me after I repeatedly told him he signed a form that said I preferred to tear.
Yeah, I want to thank Bruce. I want to half thank Peanut. Because she was crinkling her phone on purpose to hop off and run away. So way to go, Peanut. Peanut bailing on me over here. No Name, 2 days in a row, you have absolutely stole the show. You are absolutely. You're a very unique person. I said this to you yesterday. We were actually on Discord. I didn't know what was going on. I was trying out my Discord voice for the first time, and I don't know. Are you in our Discord, Bruce?
Nah.
What I did was I got my Sonny boy to come in and fix it.
We had a big party on Discord last night.
To talk on Discord.
Right. We had a big party on Discord last night. Right? Right? Absolutely. Didn't we know they have a big party on Discord?
It was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Figured out to hit this button right here. That one.
Well, we did a party on Discord last night with a few people. Then we had a party this morning as well. That's the link for Discord. So I'm going to give you a person's name, no name, that I want you to focus on and follow wherever she goes, because you really want to go on a panel with her and talk to her, because I think you two have a lot in common. I think you.
Hey, now Bruce from Down Under, I'm not going to teach him how to suck eggs. He knows everything.
No, I'm not asking you to teach him. I'm asking you to teach her. Her name is Cindy Renee. Her name is Cindy Renee. I think the two of you are yin and yang. I think the two of you could be crime fighters. You could be the female version of Batman and Robin. And I want you to realize and put this screenshot of the icon and the name in your head. And any chance you have of seeing her on panels, jump up and just shoot the shit with her.
Sorry, I'm a nerd.
She is as well.
Every female is mean to me. I'm a nerd.
She wouldn't be mean to you. I think the two of you are like
wouldn't be
ketchup
mean.
and I think the two of you are ketchup and mayo. You can put both on a French fry.
Cindy wouldn't be that way. No way.
No, Cindy would take care of you. And I know she's a really big fan of you as well, and she wants to get on a panel with you sometime. Yeah. So she's on a couple panels. I know she's on the Drama Dome a couple times.
I'm afraid of females. It's all cats and claws and paws.
Well, I just posted my Discord right here.
No, I'm already in your Discord, right?
You are, so you're good to go. But you're in a room that I'm not in. There's a ladies only room.
Yeah, right. I'm the only one that posted it in there was Odin. Thanks.
Well, no, that's done. Like we deleted that no more. Like Odin doesn't have access to the ladies' room. Beanie E has access to it. Like Teresa does. Morgie, you, all the women, like Jessica, all the women that are on my Discord. It's a ladies only room that I have no access to.
Be in a special class. My special class is I'm an engineer.
Have you ever heard of Taco Josh, by the way?
Maybe. Is that one of those competitive eating channels I watch?
He could be at times. He has a YouTube channel where he does panels and interviews. So I want you to subscribe to him. My commands don't work right now, but usually it's !taco and it comes up with a URL. But I don't think it's working right now. But I want you to go to YouTube and put _Taco Josh, and you'll find his live stream panels. He does a really good job. He's got a really good potential, and I think he could learn from someone like you. He can learn from a real woman like you.
I don't get it. What am I gonna do?
You've done panels quite often. He has a new YouTube channel. And he's a young puppy that needs to be potty trained.
But I haven't done YouTube in years. My YouTube is the March Against Monsanto and I was so scared because college kids stood in my face telling me how great Monsanto was while we're doing the march.
Right.
You know, miss it. It's going to happen soon. Does anybody want to go march against circumcision with me?
I have a better idea. We have two options. We can march against circumcision, or we can follow Peanut 411. Because do you know she's a cop watcher?
Wait, no, I'm a First Amendment watcher.
So is she. So is she. You two have a lot in common. Have you followed her on the YouTube yet?
I don't actually know Peanut 411. I'm sorry.
You should get to know her.
I'm a big fan of Otto and Eric. And
you should definitely get to know Peanut 411.
Plastic seems to have gone a little libtard now. He does show me what's going on in Denver.
You should definitely.
But I first found him when he spent days in his car and didn't even let his dog out. I was so sad about that.
Right.
I really have no idea about defend right now.
I don't either. But I want you to follow. This is her URL. Listen.
What?
Listen. This is her URL. I just put it in the chat.
Wait, no, but not the right one.
That's Peanut 411's URL. That's not the right URL?
Yards to find it then. Okay.
Click that link.
Here we go, and then I sub. And then I notify. Oh.
Subscribe, notify all. And she does a couple live feeds probably too. Those are the 3 people I really think you should follow today. You should follow Peanut 411. Literally, they're back to back. Peanut 411, Cindy Renee, and then I want you to look at Taco Josh. So every stream we're going to recommend a couple people to go follow. And I think those 3 will be really good options for you.
Oh, wait. I like NC, and he just posted his Discord link.
Yes. Are you in his Discord yet?
I'm checking.
Check it out. Check it out. Yeah. Here's the problem.
Oh, but until I change my name, I'm Alexa.
Right, but we're all going to fight over you soon. Because I'm getting a little possessed.
You asshole.
No, fight over you in a good way. Like, there's only 24 hours in a day, and everybody wants you on their panels. And Jeff is fuming in the chat because he's going live in a little bit. He wants to make sure you go on there. Taco Josh is doing a show. He wants to make sure you're doing it there. A lot of people want you on their panel because you're...
I give it away for free. I should be doing it on the other thing where I'm declared as a model.
Right.
Yeah, we can declare ourselves as press, but I guess I get to declare myself as a model in my mid-50s. Oh my fucking God, this blue.
You and Peanut 411 have that last part in common. She's also a model in her 50s, I believe. 40s or 50s. So you two could talk about that as well. Like Cindy, Peanut, and you are in that 40 to 50 age range, and all 3 of you are models.
But no. Before I was a modeler, I designed transmission models, and then I was so good at that, they forced me into designing the modeling simulation for the transmission.
So no name. This is Taco Josh's channel that was just posted for you to subscribe to.
Okay.
He's doing a live panel today about board games or something. You might want to go play some board games with Taco Josh. He's a really nice person.
Oh, yeah, I love board games.
You would get along with him great detail.
I feel bad that in the mid-70s, I became a dungeon master. I read all...
So did Cindy. Cindy Renee was a dungeon master.
No, I meant on Dungeons and Dragons. I read the first edition books.
Oh, you mean pretend? She was the real dungeon. Yeah, she was the real dungeon master. Okay.
No, actually, but remember, I was only 16 years at the time, and I think I let my baby brother, the paladin, get away with too much.
Right.
Because I didn't understand I should just strike him down with a bolt of thunder because he was not being the proper paladin.
With a stick.
Bruce, what did you say?
With a stick. Strike him down with a stick.
Oh.
No, I meant strike of lightning.
That'll do.
Anything else you guys want to discuss? I'm wrapping up.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up too, guys. I want to try and get at least 4 hours sleep. It's now 4:15 in the morning. So, yeah. Thanks for everything, Sancho.
Here's another, you know, we already talked about the stranger danger.
Go kick you in the kidneys.
I'm not kicking anybody. I want to look out for you with stranger danger. And we've already discussed stranger danger once already with Odin. There's also somebody else that's stranger danger that I want you to be aware of, okay?
Who?
Kev. His name is Kev. Kev. I got really high one night and made him a moderator. I didn't know I did.
Kev, right there.
Point right at him. Stranger danger right there. Exactly. Stranger danger right there. Whenever you see him around, and you will see him because he shows up wherever you are, just like Odin, it's stranger danger. Capital S, capital T, capital R, capital A, capital N, capital G, capital E,
Oh, fuck the cops say.
capital R. Danger. There you go. I think we've accomplished.
I know it.
I think we accomplished a couple things. I'm getting protective of you right now, No Name. I don't know about that.
No, wait, you don't realize I've worked in meatpacking plants. I've worked in automotive plants.
You're a grown ass woman. You're a big girl. I know. I'm sorry.
I'm used to this guy put his hand around me like this.
Right.
And said, "Oh, that's pretty young. Thing needs a favor." And do you know what I did? I got a copy of this thing that looked like basically a hockey stick, but it had holes in it. And I'm like, well, we need a place that is not going to bang the brake lines anymore to have a measuring stick.
Right.
Like the one that when they make the body, it's there. So they have actual measurements. I got no credit for that, and I got downgraded in my position at that time because.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but I fixed it.
All right. My video got age. This video has been age restricted before it even ended because of the couple of the topics we discussed today.
Wait, no, I'm talking about an auto plant. I'm sorry.
No, me too. I think you're a very tough individual, and there are a bunch of people in my Discord that are waiting to have a chance to speak to you. I can tell you.
I'm in your Discord, aren't I?
You're in my Discord. Look for this pretty lady over here. She's where is she? She's in the Discord. She's hiding right now. I think she's hiding under a table.
I joined General, right?
Her name is Jessica H. She's been on the show last week. She's a very, very, very pretty lady. She is dying to speak to you. Big fan.
I'm in General on your Discord. Okay.
Yeah, you could be like, you can go at and put her name. Like, she's probably gonna hop in Discord and say hi to you right now. And I can tell you another big fan of yours, Beanie E. Beanie E was telling us on our Discord voice last night that she's a huge fan of yours. So she's also in our Discord and wants to have a chance to chat it up with No Name. So you got a really big following. General chat. Yep. Or you could take it to the ladies' room with those two. You guys can talk about dicks.
Well, if we want to be private,
You can go be private.
And bother us, but in the meantime, no worries.
And Jeff's in my Discord. We have a men's only, like Kev, Jeff. We have a men's only now in my Discord. We can talk about men's stuff and our thoughts on things that are men topics. And
like pink tax.
Like what?
Pink tax. They charge extra for changing things pink color.
No, I mean, this is a guy room we're talking about. Like, when I'm thinking about guy room, I'm not thinking about what just came out of your mouth. I'm thinking about, like, talking about guy stuff.
Get it cheaper. It is a guy thing. Go MGTOW here. You get it cheaper because it's not pink.
All right. Well, did you subscribe to Taco Josh and PF411?
Look.
Make sure you subscribe to those two channels. And there's, I think there's going to be a couple more that I'm going to show up. And Kev, go fuck yourself. I just read your message, you fucking asshole. I'm sorry?
I'm scrolling up looking for Taco Josh's link.
Taco Josh is up there. Yeah, please post my Discord. I just found it myself. Thank you.
No, I'm already in the Discord. That don't matter. Oh, there we go.
So let me ask you a quick quiz right now. One of the people I showed you a picture of and an icon, I want you to keep an eye on. And I'm going to give you two options, and I want you to guess which one I told you, okay? Let's see if you're paying attention to me. Because I think you and I have on-air chemistry, but if you're not paying attention to me, you're going to get the hell out of here. So let's see if you're paying attention.
Run away from Odin.
Run away from Odin. Run away from Kev. And I'm going to give you two. Did I tell you to run away from this person? Or did I tell you to run away from this person?
Wait, I gotta look somewhere. Where?
Did I tell you whenever? No. Scratch that. Whenever you see this person, did I tell you to follow them and go on the panel and because you two have a lot in common with this person? Or did I tell you that with this person?
I see no pictures. I'm looking at both StreamYard and the other.
All right. Well, StreamYard's what you're going to look at. All right.
All I see is Cindy Renee, Bama Green Eyes.
All right. Good. All right. Well, Cindy Renee is the one I want you to keep an eye on. Every time you see her on any panel, make sure you join that panel. No, Cindy, I'm not giving you the link. Everybody, thank you for tuning in to El Sancho Live. I'll be back in about 4 hours with the Daniel Holtzclaw series, part 1 of 4. Big shout out to Bruce from Down Under. Big shout out to No Name. Absolutely killing it. Thank you both.
Sancho.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Much love to everybody. I'll see you guys in a couple hours.
Okay, see you.